Hey guys, welcome to Bolt Banter. Your boy Curtis here.
How's it going? It's Kendrick. And we're live from Chargers Park, Curtis.
It is Tuesday, 5 days after the saddest Thursday probably in San Diego sports history.
It's been almost a week since D-Day.
It has been rough, to say the least. And Kendrick, how are you feeling this far in after they've decided to move?
Yeah, a lot of people have been asking us, why did it take so long to take a video? Why weren't we here, day one? And, we wanted to get our thoughts out. We wanted to hear from interviews, hear thoughts from the organization. And, it's sad. It's sad for the city of San Diego. It's sad for the move. They're off to LA. And, we wait to hear from more. Anthony Lynn's actually getting introduced as we speak as the new Chargers head coach. So,
yeah,
things are in flux for the organization.
Now, yeah. Bummer for San Diego. Kendrick and I are both born and raised in San Diego, so it's pretty crushing, being that we are San Diego hometown fans.
Yeah, we're San Diego's homegrown.
And it's hard when you love a team so much and you care for the players and you see them develop, to see them go away like this. And the way that I think Spanos has treated San Diego is really not fair. But there seems to be like a civil war. Street? All right, we were just kicked out to the street.
Never happened in all the time that the San Diego Chargers were here, but this is the new regime of the Los Angeles Chargers, Curtis.
Yeah.
You were talking about Dean, I think.
We're talking about Dean. We've done that many times, but the first time we've ever been kicked off the porch there. Always something new. Freaking Dean. Where to begin? He's lying up in LA. He's telling all these lies on the radio, how he tried so hard. We only voted once in 15 years, by the way, and that was after he tried to move, so let's just keep that in mind, right, real quick. And he's spending more money to move than to actually build a stadium here. So process that real quick. That doesn't make any sense. It really does look like he is just trying to double his franchise worth, and maybe sell it in the future. That's it. That's the only reason why I think he's actually moving, and people don't really see that. But man, it's just dumb.
Yeah, I mean,
dumb.
I've said to you so much. He's a PR record right now. He's a record on repeat. Like whether you're on was he at the Kings game? Yeah, he was at the Kings game at Staples Center. He was at the Clippers and the Lakers game where he got booed, by the way. Whether he's on the Ryan Seacrest show, whether he's on Mason and Ireland, whether he's on, Philip Rivers and Joey Bosa will be making an appearance on Jimmy Kimmel tonight, and I hope they aren't a PR machine, but we'll see what happens there. But
I love Phil. He adores San Diego.
Yeah. And Phil's been the one genuine interview. I'm not going to take a dig at the guy, but there was a Chargers player that was at the Clippers game, and some people said he wasn't a real Charger for being there because he's supporting LA, but we'll take it to that another time. But, man, Dean's a broken record. He really is. And to lie and say that he did everything to stay in the city, to say, it's not about the money, it is about the money, They estimate that the Chargers are going to be an almost $3 billion franchise in value. And
insane.
The profit margin basically is that Dean's going to spend almost $800 million to move the Chargers up to LA, and he's going to make that back within 5 to 7 years, rather than the money that he would have spent in San Diego. Maybe it would have taken 8 to 10 years, but that's a difference of 2 to 3 years.
He would have spent around estimated $500 million total on his side to keep in the air.
Yeah, and it's just, he raised team value. It's like when you want to it's like he wants to build a house in one spot, but he's like, if I build this house in Del Mar rather than La Mesa, I'm going to be mad at my neighbors, my childhood friends, but I'll raise the value of this house and I'll sell it off one day.
And then on top of that, let's talk about the Rams and Raiders in LA. They're the teams. The Raiders, in all seriousness and all honesty, they should have been the second team in LA. There are still Raider fans in LA from the days they were in LA.
Yeah.
And now they're coming to Vegas, which is cool. There's a Vegas team, but I would rather see a new team in a brand new franchise birth in Vegas rather than the Raiders move there. And now we have the Raiders probably going to Vegas, Chargers in LA. Not many people in LA want them. There's some fans, but I'm just saying, generally speaking, Rams and Raiders are a huge majority compared to any Chargers fans in LA.
Yeah, while you're on that subject too, a lot of people have been asking me saying, I don't want to be a Chargers fan. I don't want to support the organization. What do I do? Do I go and support the Raiders to stick it to the Chargers? And I've told them no. I think to stick it to the Chargers, if you really wanted to, you support the Rams. You support the other team in LA. You support the team that's going to be bigger than LA. You destroy that market for them. And people saying, oh, I'm going to turn off the TV. I'm not going to watch the Chargers. Let your ratings flow in San Diego. Let CBS 8, let Fox 5 get those ratings here in San Diego, so there's not an influx in LA. Because you want to know where everyone's watching football in LA? They're watching it at the bars. They're going to the games. They're watching it from there. Those ratings in LA aren't going to do good for them.
And there's one thing I want to say. There's a lot of people with different opinions on how they're still a Charger fan, how they're still a San Diego hometown fan, different levels of that. Basically, what I'm going to say is there's one thing I suggest you shouldn't do, and that's go to the game in LA. To me, that defeats the whole purpose of showing what it is to be a San Diego Chargers fan for a team and a really just Dean Spanos and a franchise that turned its back on a home team that supported a franchise for 55, almost 56 years, because we're in 2017, but basically 55 years.
Yeah, don't support the StubHub Center.
No way.
That's a joke.
No way.
If that thing sells out, it doesn't prove anything.
It's going to be the 9th home game for the Raiders every year, or for 2 years anyway.
So, I guess, as we move into closing here, Curtis, my question to you is, where do you stand with the team? Where do you stand with your fandom?
And I've been getting asked this a lot by friends, family, people following Bolt Banter. It's a question that's a hot topic around town, really, and I'm still uncertain. My instant reaction, Bolt Banter phrase right there, was that I couldn't support the team. I know still I'm certain about not going to watch a game up there, because that would just be painful, and I would never support an LA Chargers franchise with my money. No money at all. Supporting the team, I love my Chargers. I love the players. I love Philip Rivers. I mean, come on, he's been here for, 13 years? It's hard not to support him, but it's going to be really hard to watch a team that you've loved for so many years on the screen in LA. That's going to be really tough. So basically my answer in a nutshell is I'm not sure, but I'm trying to figure it out. It's still fresh. It would be hard to turn my back on the Chargers, but I also am very dedicated to my city of San Diego. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, and I stand with the take that the San Diego Chargers are my team, and I want no other NFL team. So if the San Diego Chargers don't exist, then I will have no other NFL team. I will not go to the Raiders. I will not go to the Rams.
No.
My dad's from Houston. I will not become a Texans fan. I will not become a 49ers fan. I will not become a Cardinals fan because of geography. It's not going to happen. I'm not going to follow Tom Brady to the Patriots. I'm not going to follow Aaron Rodgers to the Packers. I'm not going to follow the Legion of Boom to Seattle Seahawks. It's not going to happen. People have talked about it over and over and over. What team do you want to jump on? Big Ben, Le'Veon Bell, Antonio Brown. You love them on your fantasy team, so you're going to be a Steelers fan now. You want to know who I'm cheering for Thursday, Sunday, Monday? My fantasy team, my fantasy players. That's how I watch football. And on Fridays, I'm watching that prep football in San Diego, the best town for high school football. Should be a little prep pigskin report about that one. But on Saturday, top 25 San Diego State Aztecs. That's who we're watching.
Right.
And that's where football sits for me. I'm not going to support this organization. They will not get any of my money. They shouldn't get any of your money. Don't support the StubHub Center. I don't support any of that. And you know what? No one in LA has embraced them. No one in the LA media has embraced them. So why should I embrace them with my fandom? Why should I follow them up there? And that's it, man. Hey, we got fans driving by. Very cool. Man, that's the hot take right there. That's all I got.
As Bill Plaschke said prior to them leaving, we don't want you.
Yeah, they still don't want them, man.
LA does not want them. It's not looking good. Not a warm welcoming so far, and I don't think it will be ever. Is that all you got, Kendrick?
That's it,
Trying
man.
to let it all out. All right, guys, in the comments, let us know where you stand right now as a fan. Do you support San Diego only? Do you support the Chargers? Hopefully you won't go watch a game. That's up to you, though. You have your own personal decision to make, and you can do whatever you want because you are your own person. You can make your own decision. But that being said, let us know where you stand right now.
Yeah, and I have one final question for the comments, which is where would you like to see Bolt Banter continue? We have been working at this for 2 years with the Chargers leaving. We're not sure if we want to follow them to LA. We're not sure if there still is going to be a Bolt Banter if they change the Charger name.
And it's not only just a personal reason for them moving, but it's things like this where we get to show up to the headquarters that makes Bolt Banter super cool.
Yeah,
And we
we're
go
not
to
gonna
Qualcomm.
drive to Costa Mesa to film a Bolt Banter video.
Yeah, that is not financially or any way possible. This is just like a thing we can do in our free time. We can pop down to Chargers Park, pop at Qualcomm Stadium, hang out and plan videos and stuff like that. So it won't be possible, but we just want to hear what you guys think.
And to the fans who have followed us for the past 2 years, talk to us about the Chargers, thank you so much for talking to us. We've heard from so many of you on Facebook and Twitter, on the daily, still hearing from guys last night, so very cool to have you guys reach out and listen to our takes on it.
And this might be our last closing signature line here, but it's hard to say for the last time. Bolt up, San Diego.
Bolt up, San Diego.